So in the previous video, we have seen an implementation of a queue using an array wherein we circled back, right? If you recall the previous example in the previous video, right? So we had this situation where if I have 4 elements in my array, 1, 2, 3, and 4, if my head was pointing here, right? And if my tail was pointing here, I had an empty cell here. Let's assume I had 3 values. Let's say 6, 10, and 12 here. Let's say. Right? Now, if I wanted to enqueue something, what did we do? We did a very interesting hack here. We circled back because we circled back to fill an element here. So for example, if I had to enqueue, let's say, if I had to enqueue 14, what did I do? I literally removed this tail pointer from here, right? I removed the tail pointer from here. I moved the tail pointer here and I placed 14 here. Right? So, and the way I did that was using this circular nature of the array. Basically, I circled back to see if there is some space left. This implementation in some textbooks and blogs and research papers is called as the circular array implementation. This is called the circular array implementation of a queue. Right? Of course, the good thing with the circular array implementation is that you will, so if the size of this array is n, which is 4 here, you can store up to 4 elements. You can store up to n elements. You can store up to n elements very, very easily because of this circular nature. Now there is a different implementation called the linear array implementation. There is another implementation called the linear array implementation of a queue, wherein I don't circle back. So what happens in the linear array implementation? Of course, linear array implementation is worse. It is worse than the circular array implementation. The implementation that I showed you in the previous video is the circular array implementation, and this is a better implementation. In the linear array implementation, what happens is this. For example, if my head was here, if I had elements 6, 10, and 12, if my tail was here, and if this is empty, I do not circle back to the front. So this is a linear array. It's not a circular. I don't circle back, and hence it is not a circular array. In this case, what happens? It is possible that I cannot store even n elements. Right? For example, take this instance itself, right? Now I have 3 elements in the array. The size of my array is 4, right? But since I don't have anything here, since this array is initialized to have only 4 values, since I don't have the 5th value, I can't enqueue now. I can't. If I try to enqueue, let's say 14, this won't work in a linear array implementation of a queue, right? Now the worst thing is if I keep dequeuing, let's assume I dequeue, so this will go away, this will go away. Right? Then what will happen to my head pointer? My head and tail will point here. Now look at the funny part. Now what happens in the linear array implementation? I can't even enqueue. Right? Of course, these 3 cells are empty here. These 3 cells here are empty. Right? These 3 cells here are empty. Right? But because I'm not circling back, I'm not able to make the most out of these elements which are empty in my array, right? So in this case, my array can only store 1 element. So of course, this is the worst case. In this case, my array can only store 1 element, which is terrible, right? So of course, some books will introduce you with linear array implementation and then explain you that the circular array implementation is better than the linear array implementation. What we've done in the previous video was we directly introduced you to the circular array implementation because this is the optimal implementation. This is the more optimal array implementation of a queue, right? Of course, this is certainly worse because you've seen the problems here. It cannot store all the n elements even though you have empty space in the arrays. Okay. So in some instances, when people say linear array implementation of a queue, what they're meaning is this, a highly inefficient implementation. And if they're saying circular array implementation of a queue, what they refer to is this circular nature wherein you go back, right? This is just terminology. Obviously, you should always use the circular array implementation if you write the code yourself.